It was a cold Saturday morning when Harper knelt beside a toy store window, her weary eyes moving slowly over rows of bright pink boxes dreams she knew she couldn't afford. Beside her stood her 6-year-old daughter, Mia, wearing a faded blue dress and holding tightly onto her mother's worn sleeve. Her gaze was fixed on a Barbie doll with golden hair and a sparkling pink gown. Inside the glass, everything looked perfect. Smiling faces, glossy packaging, and promises of happiness. Outside, Harper saw her reflection: exhaustion, quiet struggle, and a love so deep it ached. Swallowing the lump in her throat, she leaned closer to her daughter and whispered softly, "Sweetheart, I can't buy you a Barbie for your birthday this year." Harper never imagined her life would turn out this way. She once worked at a cheerful cafe downtown, saving every tip to buy small joys for Mia: crayons, ice cream, colorful ribbons. But when new management took over, the cafe shut down, and Harper was left jobless. Rent piled up, food became scarce. Her husband had left years earlier, leaving behind only a note and unpaid bills. Still, Harper fought every day. She cleaned houses, folded laundry for neighbors, and often skipped meals so Mia wouldn't sleep hungry. As Mia's birthday approached, Harper wanted to give her something special. Mia had been talking about Barbie for months, how her school friend had one, how she dreamed of brushing its hair and dressing it up. But Harper's wallet held only 8 crumpled dollars. That morning, Harper sat on the cold curb as Mia pressed her small hand against the store window and whispered, "Maybe one day, Mommy." Before Harper could answer, a man in a dark suit stepped outside the store. He had been watching them quietly. His name was Cole Harrington, the CEO of the toy company that made the very doll Mia admired. But Harper didn't know that. To her, he was just another stranger. Cole was having a stressful day, filled with meetings and profit reports, but something about the mother and child stopped him. Harper's tired eyes and gentle voice reminded him of his own mother, who once cleaned offices so he could have a better future. When he heard Harper whisper, "You're still my princess," with or without a Barbie, something inside him shifted. As Harper stood to leave, Cole quietly asked the clerk to pack the Barbie in the pink gown. Then he followed them outside. "Excuse me," he said gently, holding out the box. "I couldn't help overhearing. Maybe this can make her birthday brighter." Harper shook her head in shock. I can't accept this." "You're not taking it from me," Cole replied softly. "You're accepting it from one parent to another." Tears filled Harper's eyes. Mia gasped with joy, holding the doll tightly. "Mommy," she whispered, "she looks like me?" Cole smiled and walked away, but before leaving, he paused. "We're hiring at our new warehouse. If you need work, tell them Cole sent you." That night, Harper lit a single candle and sang happy birthday as Mia laughed, clutching her Barbie. For the first time in years, hope felt real. Days later, Harper visited the warehouse. When she mentioned Cole's name, the manager smiled. "We've been waiting for you." She got the job that day. Months passed, life slowly improved, and stability returned. One evening, Harper took Mia back to the same store window. "This is where our story changed," Harper said. Mia smiled. "No, Mommy. This is where kindness changed everything." Sometimes, it's not miracles that transform lives, just one quiet act of compassion.